Hello there, dear friend. Thank you for making time to listen to this. At personal level, I'm sure you desire to achieve something. There's some results that you are pursuing, and you desire to achieve that. And so there's a whole concept that we talk about called personal effectiveness. To be effective at personal level is to be able to achieve some results, and preferably this is a result that matters to you. What does it take to achieve such a result? Of course, there's been many content written about this. There's been many people that have spoken about this. But the main question is, so how do I become effective? Part of the first things that begins to go through your mind is that maybe when you consider yourself, you imagine that you are not exactly qualified to achieve a certain result, or you're not exactly in the place of getting this result. There's wisdom that we can glean from a man that is believed to have been the wisest man. And he says that time and chance happen to them all. And in that text, he's affirming that all of us have an opportunity to achieve what we desire to achieve. In the introduction for that section that ends saying that time and chance happen to them all, he says that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, implying that it is possible to be swift or not swift, but still win the race. Now, of course, for the person who is swift, it's given they'll be able to achieve the result. But for the person who is not swift, it's interesting that they can also be able to achieve. As a matter of fact, those of us who have been out of school, especially for a long time, you realize that several years down the line, the grade that really mattered may not matter now. There are many other factors that have come into play that define whether or not you're successful. Now, so that throws an interesting challenge at you and I, and therefore asks or therefore encourages us. So how can I navigate through life and be successful or be effective as a person? One, you need to define what does success look like to you. And I think it's Theodore Roosevelt who said that comparison is the thief of joy. One of the biggest challenges that you and I face is that a bulk of our success is defined by our environment. It's not exactly what we have created. It's not exactly what we have conceived, rather, as what success means. So, one of the primary things that you need to define is that you need to define what success means to you. Number two is that you need to establish what are your current abilities with respect to pursuing this success. And that is why the metaphor that is being used there is that of a runner, or that of somebody who is in the race and may not be swift or is swift. Why? If it is, for example, a speaking, for example, now you may not be the best speaker and yet you want to be a good speaker. Or you may not be the best writer, but your dream is to be a good writer. Now, so yes, you have the dream, but there's your abilities that have a bearing of the kind of writer that you can be. Now, why is that useful? Because in identifying the current state of your abilities, then you're able to establish any gaps that you may need to address. But you're able to establish, or you're also able to establish what support you may need. So yes, you know the dream, but two, you establish what is the current level of your abilities so that then you can work at it. But the third component, which perhaps is what causes many more people not to be effective or to be successful is that you need to take your chances. You need to seize your opportunities. Of course, it is said, I think it is Coach John Wooden, who said that when opportunity comes, it is too late to prepare. So yes, we plan, yes, we dream, but are we preparing? Are you preparing? So, dear friend, the challenge that you and I have is to be able to spot and seize opportunities. Now, it is said that for many of the opportunities that may come, they may never be that clear, so they may be blurry, but you must have the courage to take the steps. That is about seizing opportunities. But it also said that opportunities come dressed in overalls, implying that for you to be able to seize that opportunity, it's about working. It takes effort. It takes work. So what am I saying, dear friend? Time and chance is available for all of us. We are at different levels in terms of our abilities, but we can succeed. What will it take for you and I to succeed? One, I need to define what success means to me. And I know we talk about peer pressure, but in the context of teenagers or younger people. But in actual sense, peer pressure happens to all of us. So don't be boxed. As a matter of fact, somebody has said that all of us are born original. So you need to define what success or what effectiveness means to you. That is the first thing. Number two, you need to know what are your current abilities? What are the current things that are working for you towards that pursuit of success? Because it is in knowing that you either know the gaps that you need to address or the support that you need, so that then you pursue success. Number three, take your chances. Take the opportunities that come your way. And because there'll be opportunities coming even in future, please prepare for future opportunities. Prepare for them. And as you do, then you will not only be ready when the opportunity comes, but you will also be enhancing your abilities so that you get the success that you're looking for. Yes, I pray that good opportunities will come your way and that you'll be ready for them and that you will be effective in the marketplace, in the church, in your community, wherever you find yourself. Thanks for making time. God bless, and let's keep engaging.